All right, peeps. Whoa, wee, whoa. Come on, man.
What? What's the matter?
All right, hi guys. All right. What's happening, everybody? Everybody's all right?
Enjoying my body not in pain while I can.
Man, are you gonna get in pain tonight?
Oh yeah.
It'll be fun though, man.
There's a 350-pound lineman.
We're hopefully gonna watch it online.
Yeah, how do you do that anyway? My
If
aunt wants
if
to know.
okay, here I'll tell you. You want me to send you the
I
link
put
real
my
quick?
mask on, now come watch.
No, just sit there, man. I'll show you from where I'm
Oh,
at.
okay.
So I have hold on, sorry. I have let me take attendance real quick and then I'll show you where it's at. And all my people are gone today. All right, so Steven's absent, Chelsea's absent. Peyton, where's Peyton been, man? Evan missed you yesterday. And it looks like, oh yeah, you're back there. Great. Okay, so if you go to, I just asked Mr. Screeton this. So if you go to Twitter, but if you go to the Athletics, and even if you don't have Twitter, I'm sure it's like somewhere else. He just knows I have Twitter. So like I went there. So he's like, he said it's streaming. And I thought there would be a link right here. Well, maybe he said there's going to be a link down there. We'll be streaming our new YouTube channel. More info to come. So
There should be YouTube channel.
there should be, and I don't know why he doesn't have a link. It'll be on their YouTube channel, and let's see if he's even set that up yet. YouTube, Manchester Junior, Senior High School Athletics. There's commencement. So it looks like he hasn't set it up yet. He's been a busy man, but they'll have it up tonight. Here's Virtual Sports Awards. Is this on the Manchester Community Schools? I don't know. Maybe it'll be on here. Subscribe. But I bet it'll be on like this. I don't know. Just search either Manchester Athletics, YouTube channel. If I find it later, then I'll tell you on Monday.
Okay.
All right, cool, man. All right, everybody open up your bird stuff. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Katrina. How you doing?
I guess what?
Yes.
Okay, I saw something today.
Tell me.
So it was a bunch of turkey vultures.
Nice.
I took a picture of it and put the mask on. I'll show you. It was awesome.
Tony's called it a buzzard. Uh-oh. What did he say?
There was just a bunch of them
Oh
swarming.
my gosh, send me that.
Okay.
Send me that.
What's your number?
We'll just give you here.
I
You got
got
an
it.
iPhone? Is that iPhone?
It's the same thing.
Okay, yeah. Send an email. That'd be easy. All right. So that's awesome that you saw that. And I was just gonna make that. I went home, had to go home for lunch because I had to get something that I forgot for class. And I saw a bunch of turkey vultures out. So I'm like, man, I hope people are seeing them. They're again not gonna be around for long. But there you go. We're gonna get close to finishing these up. We may not get to all of them today, but it'll be close. We will then we'll turn in our notes. So please write down just a little something on each one. You don't have to write down everything I say, but some sort of characteristic. Yes, dude.
What's your email?
Jabin, Jabin.
Okay.
And then let's not do the school one because it takes too long. Burnworth, BURNWORTH @gmail. I luckily
Gmail.com or just at
just
Gmail?
gmail.com, yeah, @gmail.com. I luckily beat out every other Jabin Burnworth to get that email. I was pretty stoked about that. So all you other Jabin Burnworths out there. Okay. All right. Why is this a red-tailed hawk? Yeah, it's got red tail. Okay. What is this, cedar waxwing? Yeah, it's got this little waxy thing right here. Okay. What color is this kid's head? Brown headed. What is it? Cowbird, right? We know this is an owl. Looks like it's got horns, so it's a great horned owl, right? I thought that was cute. I'm gonna keep that in my presentation forever. Is it freaky? I know, right? Thanks, dude. It is freaky. Owls are freaky though. Hey, I was telling Hannah, my wife, about this. I forgot to tell the first period class this. So one of her friends in college, we were talking about birds. I brought up owls. One of her friends in college was driving a truck, like a small pickup truck, like, you know, just a two-seater tiny one. He was driving and his window was down, okay? An owl flew into his window. This one, great horned owl, flew into his window and then like went right in front of him and then ran into the other window because that window wasn't down and died. Is that insane? True story. Yeah. All right. Well, this is a bluebird, but it's not bluebird. What color is that thing?
A color.
Indigo, right? Okay. What color is this guy's eye?
Black.
It's dark-eyed junco, right? Woody the woodpecker, that's a pileated woodpecker, right? This one is red shafted. We have a yellow shafted, and it kind of makes this kind of little flicker, so it's northern flicker, right? Snap, blank, pop. Not crackle, but grackle. Get it? Drink your tea, drink your tea. This is the Tony. Okay, well, this guy's wearing a hat or a cap, if you will. Yeah, what colors? Yeah, black cap chickadee. Okay, this guy's shoulder, or I guess on his wing, is red, so it's a red-winged blackbird, right? Here we got the turkey vulture. Once again, what'd you say? Sorry. Hey, no worries, man. I'm glad you're here. No worries at all. You can be a little late, but I swear if you said buzzard, I'll never forgive you. Ever. Never. Ever.
Turkey vulture.
Anything in my teeth? Anything? Am I good? Oh, thanks a lot, Katrina. Thanks a lot, Kaylee. They both said buzzard. You're both kicked out of my class. All right. What bird is this one? That's a cardinal. Okay, Canada goose. Okay, Cooper's hawk. Tufted titmouse. What's the tufted titmouse say? Peter, 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 Peter. Belted kingfisher. This is the only true bluebird, right? It is blue. Why is this a barred owl? Yeah, there's behind the bars right there. I threw this in my laundry last night. Really just took this bird, threw it in there. Makes all my whites so sparkly.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. Not tide. The tide pecker. Tide woodpecker, right? No, it is the downy. Get it, downy. Okay, this is a mallard, of course. What color is its belly?
Red belly.
Red-bellied woodpecker. We know that if you kick, if you kick Chewbacca in the nads, then it'll make this sound, right? Okay, beautiful little goldfinch, loon, common loon, the oriole. Yeah, we know that that's its northern oriole right there, Baltimore oriole. And then house finch, and I think, do we do this one? Do we do song sparrow? Is this where we left off?
No.
Nope. Cardinal? That's an easy one.
Horned lark.
Oh, horned lark, right? Okay. No one ever misses the horned lark. Why? Yeah, it literally says horned lark there, and I'm not going to take it off. Okay, man. I hope not, Sam. All right, let's start with this one. This is another baseball team, Blue Jays, right? So this is just a plain old Blue Jay. Like I said the other day, there's lots of Jays, and maybe later I'll show you a picture of the California Blue Jay that I saw this summer at Joshua Tree. Such a cool bird. Kind of nobody had recorded it for the last 2 years there. This bird's very, very common. A lot of times you'll see them, like, especially in the spring, kind of flocking together. I've seen not as many as you saw turkey vultures, but like, you know, good, like 10, 15 kind of flying overhead. One time I saw a Blue Jay. This is my house in Hartford City where I grew up. I'm not making this up. The blue jay was flying, and I see this butterfly. It's a monarch butterfly, and the blue jay grabs like with the monarch butterfly with its beak, and then it lands on the ground. So I'm looking at it because I'm like, well, I've never seen a bird like grab a butterfly like just right out of the air, and it lands on the ground and it starts eating the monarch butterfly. Then I realized that I'd never seen a bird puking, because that bird starts hacking up the monarch butterfly. Anybody know why? Yeah, they're poisonous. Yeah, they're poisonous for like venomous to the to birds. Okay. In fact, there's a really cool bird or butterfly called a viceroy butterfly, and that is not poisonous at all. And but it looks like a monarch, so it mimics the monarch. Okay, so birds, once you eat one monarch, then you're never going to eat one again because they taste really gross. Trust me, I've tried them. They're horrible.
Really?
Yeah, they're really gross. Yeah, killed a good friend of mine. He ate a bunch of them, died. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so blue jay, they're really aggressive. You know, I think, has everybody seen a blue jay before? You think you've seen a blue jay? Yeah, they're aggressive, man. They're kind of mean birds. They're really loud. If you ever see at your bird feeder, okay, so I know some of you have bird feeders. So you see some chickadees up there, maybe see a goldfinch, maybe a cardinal. Anytime the blue jay comes in, guess what happens to all the other birds? Yeah, they scatter because they're kind of like freaked. He's kind of powerful. He's a big guy. Yeah, blue jay. Yeah.
All right. So I kid you not, this actually happened. I couldn't get a picture of it.
Okay.
This bird carried it off.
Okay.
Yesterday in my neighbor's backyard.
Yeah.
I was just sitting out on my back porch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sitting back there, and so I heard a crow crowing pretty loud. Right?
Yeah.
So then there was, I don't know, I think it was just like a normal robin or something.
Yeah.
I think they're still around.
Yeah.
They were in the other yard, and this crow came in and started attacking the robin.
Oh yeah, man.
And then the robin, like it sat up on the roof, and the crow hit it or did something to it, and it just it wobbled around, and then it just fell off the roof and died, and the crow picked it up and took it off up into a tree.
You're making this up.
I'm serious.
Whoa. Yeah, crows are
I went
crazy.
to go get my phone, and I came back, and I saw it kill it. And
Oh,
so
man. Dang, that's crazy. Crows are great. We'll talk about crows. They're coming up. They're really cool. All right. Oh, well, looky here. Crows next. I don't have my list in front of me, so I
Those
should
things
probably.
are vicious.
Yeah, so.
I used to play target practice with my airsoft gun.
Ooh, don't do that. You know, like, I just totally forgotten this until Mr. Underwood came into my room this morning. And he was like, hey, I need some technical help. He's like, I'm trying to show this movie on this computer. I can't find it on my iTunes. I was like, oh, what movie are you showing? And he's like, oh, it's called Murder with the Crows. Did you guys see this last year in Mr. Underwood's class? All about like how crows like remember your faces.
Yeah.
They are, they're crazy. Like if you want to get to know crows, okay, like, or a bird that's like really interesting and really like does crazy stuff, crows are smarter than some primates, right? They use tools. They're very intelligent, and yeah, we've got a lot out here. And I always think like, I wonder if they remember me when they see me. You know, like, do they know this guy?
They all probably remember me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they are. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna get that guy right there. He's the one that was shooting at us. Okay, this is okay. Remember when I said there's a few birds that you probably won't see? This is one of them, but I hope you do. And I included it just because it's so really pretty. And I will never forget the first time I saw it. I was in Turkey Run State Park. How many people have been to Turkey Run State Park? We were just talking about it. Was it you and I talking about it? One of the coolest state parks ever. It's down in Crawfordsville, Indiana. There's actually like some sister parks right next to it. There's a Shades State Park, and then right across from Shades is a place called Pine Hills. It's run by the Nature Conservancy. But I remember seeing one across the way, and it was unbelievable. Such a beautiful red. Okay, that's where it gets its name from scarlet. Okay, and these two black wings. So very cool bird. It's about this big. Yeah, Trace.
I would have moved right here so I can plug my phone.
No, I can't yet. I can let you move back over there at that table if you want to do that. If you want to plug in, but everyone's too close right there. But you can plug in back at this first table. You with me on that?
That one?
Sit right here. And then there's a plug-in right here.
Okay.
There you go. Thanks for can't buy dead birds. Yeah, it's illegal to have any of these birds. Like if I didn't have a permit from the conservation officer for these birds, I could get, you know, arrested because because of the Migratory Bird Act of 1942, it makes it illegal to buy and sell migratory birds. And mostly because back in the day, people were shooting birds to like use them for plumes for hats and a lot of other things. There's a guy that actually, Guy Bradley is his name. There's a guy whose name is Guy, who was shot and killed in the Everglades because he was paid by the Audubon Society to protect the birds. And birds were worth a lot of money. And so he was on this key and somebody came down and shot and killed him.
That's pretty cool.
It's horribly sad. It's horribly sad. So there you go. Hey, the last time I saw this bird though, it was at a place called Pisgah Marsh. If you ever you're like, oh man, I want to do something this week. I want to go somewhere that's not too far away. I want to go like maybe the easiest hike of your life. Okay, let me tell you how to get there. Okay, because I'm a visual person. Okay, you get in your car, go north on 13 like you're going to Warsaw. Okay, y'all with me on this? Go through Pierceton, cross over Highway 30 like you're going to Webster. Okay, now instead of like going to Webster or like even go to Lake Barbee, that's right before Webster, you take a right at a sign that says Ridiner Lake. Okay, and you take a right, you take the first left, that's Jellystone Park. Have you ever heard of Jellystone Campground? You've been there? You've been there? Yeah. Okay, so Jellystone, you go right past Jellystone, okay, and then you take the first right, then you hit Highway 5, you take the first left, and then it's like a mile up the road. It is crazy cool. It's this boardwalk. They spent millions of dollars on it. It's a one-way trail. You park in the parking lot, and you're high up on this boardwalk, and you're looking down into the marsh. Sandhill cranes, all kinds of migratory ducks in the spring. I saw this one, and it was from me away from like Lauren. That's how close I was to this bird. It was super cool. All right, this one, easy one. This is that, American robin, very common in the area. Used to be more migratory. Now it can live here all year long. It's kind of got a rusty orange breast, a darker head. This looks like black, but it's almost kind of more of a slate gray color. You see them mostly on the ground. So yes, they do fly, but they're not like hanging out at the tops of the trees. Okay, so the robin and like the junco and the Easter towhee, all those guys you're going to see on the ground. Yes.
Yeah, they kind of look like wood worms.
Oh yeah. Yeah, whenever I'm mowing, if I mow and then I look out an hour later, tons of robins just pecking at the ground because I've stirred that up, right? All those vibrations. Zach. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's awesome.
When I flew my friend's drone like a few weeks ago, a bunch of sparrows were diving at it.
No way.
Yeah.
Do you have the video of that?
Yes, I do.
I want to see it. Can you find it?
Yeah.
I give you permission right now.
I know exactly where it is.
Okay, good, cool. Can you find the spot where it's dive bombing?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
There's
Awesome.
two of them.
Cool. One time I did have a student. The robin is so common, and I forget that like a lot of these birds are new to you, right? And I think you probably were like, oh, I think I've seen a robin before. And so I'll give you a second. And so I had this student, Emily House is her name, Emily Hacker House. And she got really excited about birds. And she came in one day and she's like, Mr. Berman, I had this bird and it hit my window and it stunned itself. I hope it's not dead. It's got a yellow beak. It's kind of like orangey. It's black. The way she was describing it sounded more like an oriole to me, And I was like, how big was it? She goes, I don't know. I go, well, was it robin sized? Just kind of like assuming that like everyone knows robin, right? So, she's like, I don't know. So we got a book and we started looking through it and it was an actual robin. So it was very robin sized because it really was a robin. And so I still tease her a little bit about that. I was like, hey, Emily, I'll text her and say, hey, Emily, guess what I saw today? A robin. You guys, you seen one lately? I know it's mean, but I do. She laughs. Okay, this one is the red-headed woodpecker, another easy one, right? Why is this one an easy one?
It's white, black, or red.
Yeah, it's got a big red head there, right? You know, and it does kind of look like a woodpecker. When I did my master's at Goshen College, I studied these birds. Here's the title of my paper. Are you ready for this? Red-headed woodpecker populations and acorn mass production in a restored oak woodland. Whew. That was it. I have to close my eyes to like think about what the actual title is and not screw it up. Here's what I'll get you here in a second. Sloan, I haven't forgot about you either. The red-headed woodpecker. Okay, here was my thought. Here's my theory that if we take an area of an ecosystem that's kind of trashed and we restore it, so we put it back to the way it used to be. So in this case, an oak woodland. So imagine like I don't know if you've ever been in the woods where there's no underbrush, but nothing but like big oak trees. They're kind of like rare, okay? Because a lot of woods around here has a lot of underbrush. I mean, there's no trails in oak woodlands. It's just like a giant oak tree, they have to be really well managed. Okay, so my thought was, if there's more oak trees, there'll be more acorns. And when there's more acorns, that'll be more food for these guys. So what I did was I took a dead red-headed woodpecker and I put it up in a tree, okay, like right here. Then I put a net right over here. So like red-headed woodpecker, here's the net. Okay, the oak woodland is way over this way, like where you guys are sitting. I put in my dead barred owl, okay, like over here, okay, to like kind of like scare it so they kind of see it. Maybe they head towards the other woodpeckers, right? You know, my dead woodpecker. And then I had a big speaker and I hooked up the call of the red-headed woodpecker. Okay, so the idea was they'll see the red-headed woodpecker, the dead one. They'll hear the call. They'll get scared about the owl and they'll run in the net, and then I can like study them, right? Okay, guess how many red-headed woodpeckers I caught with that method? 0. But it was a lot of fun, and it was a super fun experiment. But I wanted to continue to work on it, but then I finished my degree and then I started having kids, and there you go. Okay, Sloan, you had something to say.
We had a dead robin in our backyard.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like moved it outside the fence. Like my sister wanted to move it outside the fence. So we were gonna let it decompose, but then when we went up there to check on it, you know, just to see, there was a cat apparently.
Oh yeah, cats, man, they love the birds.
Uh-huh.
Trace, what do you got, man?
So, I don't know what I was gonna say now. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What does the female look like?
The female of this?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Same thing?
Yep.
I'll just make sure that way.
Yep. A lot of them look a lot the same. Okay, man, did you find it?
It's either in one of 3 videos.
Okay.
This is my brother's video.
Okay. Okay. That's okay,
There
Ian.
we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
And I hit one with my plane.
Oh, did it kill it?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
Chopped it up real quick.
Oh man. That's horrible.
It's the deal in the barn behind my house.
Oh.
Wow.
So this was my favorite bird of all time, right? Here's what I like this picture, so I kept it, but I added this picture because a lot of people were like, well, that doesn't show the whole bird. So this does, with, you know, its legs in the water. You would see it like at a lake or somewhere else. This is the bird where I jumped off the desk, right? So this is the great blue heron. Now let me,
That again.
well, yeah. I actually was kind of sore the next day. I kind of landed funny on my foot. Now hear me now, believe me later, especially you guys at home. When you look at this on the list, notice it's Heron. Okay, sometimes people call this blue herring. Herring. What's a herring?
It's a different kind of bird.
It's not a bird. It's a fish,
Oh,
right?
Really? Oh.
Yep. So it may eat herrings, but it's not this is a heron. Heron. Okay. Heron. Okay. So don't screw it up. You got me. You got me. All right. Wood duck. This thing is crazy. Lives in trees, like no joke. People make wood duck boxes and they're like giant, like this big. Okay. Giant wood duck boxes. They are huge. This, what do you think? Male or female? Male, definitely the male. It's very ornate, almost looks like it's a bird from Asia, right? Okay, so this bird, okay, no joke. The first time I saw it, I thought somebody's playing a joke on me. I'm walking in the woods and there's this duck just sitting at the top of this tree on a branch. And I'm like, what in the world? And then I didn't know what a wood duck was, okay? And I looked it up and they're like, oh yeah, that's where they live. It was just kind of looking at me. Like it didn't even budge. It was just like, that wood duck, there I am. Lincoln just staring at you, you know, just hanging out. All right. We're getting there, folks. What number is this?
38.
38? Yes, okay. This is, I like to call this the Friends bird. Why do I call this the Friends bird? Phoebe, right? So any Friends fans in there, the TV show Friends, right? So we got Rachel and Ross and Chandler and Joey, right? Thanks. I blanked on Joey for, how could I forget about Joey? So Phoebe, why do you think they call this the Phoebe?
Because it's small.
Okay, it actually says it. It says Phoebe. Here's what it says. Phoebe, 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 Phoebe. It's a really cool bird. If you want to see one or hear one, go on the covered bridge in the evening, okay, or in the morning. There's one that's living on the, so it would be technically the south side of the covered bridge, so away from the town, but on the south, it'd be southeast side of the bridge. Okay, very cool bird. It's the Phoebe, along with lots of other flycatchers, they kind of all look alike. This is the male, that's the female. Okay, they have these little whiskers, and some flycatchers you can really only identify them by like the number of whiskers, but their call is very important. Okay, not all flycatchers, and this is a flycatcher, says Phoebe. All right, this is the Eastern Meadowlark. I see it often when I'm driving to Fort Wayne on a fence post, okay, or on a telephone pole. It does have a giant white spot on its butt, okay, you know, and this one just pooped, okay. And when it flies, you can see. I mean, it's just like you can't see it while it's sitting there, but when it flies away, you're like, whoa, that's a giant white spot. This Eastern Meadowlark has a beautiful yellow breast. I love this bird. Your parents might know the Harlem Globetrotters, an old like basketball. Yeah, you've seen them before. There used to be a famous basketball player with the Harlem Globetrotters called Meadowlark Lemon. Okay, and so that was his name, Meadowlark Lemon. And I always think of that because here's the Meadowlark and here's the lemon right there, right? The lemon color on that. All right, here's your barn swallow that Sam murdered.
Where are you?
You murdered this bird with your plane.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so barn swallows are crazy. Why do we not want to murder them other than it's against the law?
They're endangered.
Because
Nope,
they
not
deserve to die
endangered.
by a plane.
What's that?
They don't deserve to die.
They
by a
tell,
plane.
yeah, maybe not that too.
Picture of
But what, yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, I want to see it. Why are these really important?
Because they swallow barns.
They swallow something, but
How
not
do they do
barns.
something like in a barn?
Bugs, man. They are an excellent. You want to get rid of some mosquitoes on your property? Invite the bats and the swallows onto your property, and they will take care of that. This looks like a tiny little beak, but when it opens its mouth, it's huge, and they consume a ton of insects. Yes.
You know the best way to kill a bat if you have to go on self-defense.
Oh,
Get a
what?
tennis racket.
Oh yeah, I do know
I'm
that.
serious.
I
that's
know.
great.
I try not
It
to
works
kill.
great.
Yeah.
They come down, just whack. They die.
I'll give you that.
Huh?
What's that?
Ask my grandma.
Yeah, their nests are super cool. Okay, Here's the other reason I love these birds. This bird, the bird that is in Zach's barn, okay, very soon, okay, in a few weeks, will go all the way to Chile in South America, okay? It travels that far. That's where it lives in the wintertime. That's amazing. It goes all the way to Patagonia, okay, which is just blows my mind that they hang out with us in Indiana, in our barns, and then boom, go all the way to Chile. That's the tip of South America. They're gonna fly all the way there. And then they fly back, okay? And it's the same ones flying back to their homes. So it is crazy that a bird, you guys have all seen these before, right? They're tiny. How in the world does that happen? It just, oh man, I get chills just kind of thinking about that, right? What's that?
They probably got like a 20 pack of
Yeah. They lose quite a bit of weight for sure. All right, this one is, I love this bird, okay? It is loud. It is the catbird. Why do you think they call it the catbird?
Because it knows how to beat up cats.
Okay, yeah, or it beats them up or eats cats, Janessa. It sure does. It absolutely makes a cat-like sound. Here's. I'll be with you in a second, Sam. Here's the call of the catbird, okay?
That actually sounded like that.
This is such a style.
Hi, how you doing? They're loud. I'm not kidding. There's one that lives in my backyard. Oh, it's annoying.
That's
I
how
do
you
love
got
it.
that noise.
I do love it.
It was a regular one.
Oh, you knew it though. That's awesome. That's even worse, you burgers. Yes, send me that picture.
And did she was
Yes. Okay, do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Just drop it.
Yes.
See that?
I told you.
Drop it like it's hot.
Mr. Burns,
Yeah.
I had a bird outside. I took a picture. I couldn't find out which one it was.
You got a picture right now?
Yeah.
Get it to me. Let's look. Hey, that's cool. Now you know you didn't kill a. You thought it was a swallow or a sparrow.
I have killed a
It was-
sparrow, so I shot it with my BB gun.
Oh, that's a good one. We're getting to that. I'm not gonna tell you yet.
Not there yet?
Not there yet. We're gonna get there though. All right. How many people have ever, well, probably now more than ever, okay, with COVID, have you eaten outside at a restaurant like maybe like Panera Bread or like Rallies or, you know, like.
That's right outside.
I don't pray.
Mainly inside, but most of the time. outside.
Mainly.
Oh, do they even have a Hooters?
Exactly.
Are you making this up, really?
No, I'm serious.
I hear they have great wings. All right,
I went there not too long ago. Like,
fantastic.
My mom won't let me go.
came home just in time for practice.
Oh, I love you guys so much. All right, listen. All right, so you ever see like at a restaurant like that where there's like birds that are like come in and they eat your fries that you drop on the ground? You ever
Oh,
see
when I was
this?
in California, there were a ton of. I don't even
Yeah.
know what they were.
Yeah, it's
But like
yeah.
when we went to In-N-Out Burger,
yeah.
the fries were soggy, so I started throwing them at
Oh, yeah.
the birds.
Oh yeah, they'll eat them.
There you
It's
go.
this bird right here.
It's like they get smacked by a fry. And then they
This
eat
is
it.
a house sparrow. Remember when I said if it's a small brown bird that it's going to be a sparrow. So this is a house sparrow. Its big claim to fame right here is this kind of almost like a black goatee there. Okay, right? We have tons of these house sparrows. Okay, they are not native, and they're kind of an interesting bird. We'll talk more about the house sparrow, but I have some nesting in our milk house, right behind our actual house. Yeah, they're pretty cool. they just produce tons and tons of babies, so it's nuts. Okay, I have no rhyme or reason why these are in the order, but I've got a sparrow back to back. This is the field sparrow. I think its call kind of sounds like a mower starting up, like not like but like has this trill like you know how like a mower like kind of gets going, you know what I mean? Like so it's not the same it's the same cadence as a mower rather than the actual sound of the mower. So
Does it backfire too?
yeah, I know. Okay, these guys, that's a good one. Yeah, you like that one, Lincoln, didn't you? All right, so this one, what I would write next to the field sparrow is maybe you could put sounds like a mower starting up, but also that it's got a pink bill. Okay, it's really now you're like that doesn't look pink. Okay, that's just how we describe it. It does look a little bit more pinkish in real life, but this this bird is in decline. Which is weird because usually sparrows breed like crazy and have lots of babies, and partly it's because its habitat is going away, so it doesn't just live like I would never see this bird in my backyard, but I could see it at the restored prairie, at the church over here. We could see it out by the Finn, okay, and those kinds of places. It needs a very specific habitat. Okay, habitat loss is a killer for a lot of animals. Okay, let's do a couple more. Oh, this bird is a crazy one. I love it. Oh, let's start with this tomorrow. Sam, I didn't have enough time. I forgot. Do you want to run it real quick? We got like 1 minute. You want to run it real quick? Okay. Hey. My dog looked at me in fear. I'm sorry I freaked your dog out with the cat bird. Okay. My apologies. Hey, but thanks for sticking with me. It's always fun hanging with you guys online. You guys are my tried and true. I appreciate it. All right. Take it easy. Have a great weekend, okay? Whoa. I'm freaked. There is now a car. Whoa, that's awesome. Hey, how do you do with your phone, man?
Alright, FaceTime me. I do this whenever I'm home and I'm going to be lazy.
Okay. You can like control it via FaceTime?
Alright, boys. Let me go ahead and
Okay. Hey, see y'all later. Bye.